This is weird. It's weird. It's like an all-you-can-eat snowman or a Marxist cowboy. It's weird. It's weird. Okay. She did a notepad, or she did note paper from a pad, pad from a paper, paper from a pad. It's a sheet. Someone can tear it out, give it to you. It's got that improv feel. And the card case, going to happen in the darkness of the card case where it's forever eclipsed inside, forever inside the card case. Criss, I want you to look inside the card case. Make sure there's nothing weird in there. I'm going to tear a piece out of the middle of the paper. I want you to check. There's going to be no, take a look, no ballerina toes, no hopefully burnt bits of Lego or a fish with a secret, nothing too weird, I hope, inside there. I'm hoping. Okay, good. Okay, look. Let's come on down here. Going to put the piece of paper inside the case, and the piece of paper could even be initialed. Now watch. Here's the weird part here. I'm going to take the piece I tore out of the middle, and just by brushing it with my thumb, watch what happens here. Or my finger. Look. You saw it happen. It's a little bit bigger now. It's actually a fair bit bigger. It's quite a lot bigger. And the really cool thing is not only did I make the piece visibly grow, but when someone reaches inside the card case and removes the exact same piece of paper you started with, they find that the piece still perfectly fits. I came up with this idea after eating way too much chocolate one day. I had chocolate bar and a chocolate bar. I had like chocolate walnuts for breakfast, and I had chocolate for lunch. And then as the fire truck, the crew was pulling me out of the wreck, I realized, what about an idea, a principle? Something that could be used with paper napkins, your business card, playing cards, piece of cardboard, piece of paper from a notepad, where you tear out a small piece, you touch it, the piece grows, but then it somehow still matches the original circle torn out. So it's an idea, it's a principle, and I've used it, where I use it mostly is with playing cards. I find it's a great thing to do with a couple of jokers, or with a joker. You have a joker, tear out the piece, and boom, and you make the piece visibly grow, and they never get ahead of you. They have no idea where it's going. It's a very left of center kind of weird principle, but I wanted to share with you guys, A, because it gets great reaction from people, B, because it's not a typical kind of magic trick, and C, or is it my M? The principle can be adapted to many other things. Criss, come on now, we know what we're doing here. So I wanted to share this with you guys here on the channel, and one of the reasons I hesitated though is because it requires a little bit of misdirection. And of course on YouTube, very hard to misdirect the camera, but when performing for real people, I find all I have to say is, hey, I think that maybe this restaurant is on fire. I find as soon as I say that, there's lots of natural, organic misdirection. But in this case, let's go with a notepad. So you want to be able to grab a page. Boom. Okay, but like I said, the same principle applies. Fold it in half. Tear out a piece, maybe the size of a quarter. Let's say about the size of a quarter. So what? Half a quarter here, not too big, not too small. Something like that, okay? So that's sort of my one-ahead gimmick, if you want to call that. That's there. This I don't need. Boom. This can be in my pocket, or I can have a little glue and stuck to the back of my ear if I'm a psychopath. And when I want to perform this trick, you know, it's nice if you can get this, when I want to perform this trick, you want to get it in clip is the best. But, you know, finger palm, it's going to be a pretty simple switch. It's all about the misdirection and the situation. But let's assume I have it here clipped, okay? So, you're here. Maybe you've done a card trick for some people, and like I said, you can do this with a joke or whatever. But I toss the book towards someone, I say, why don't you get out of here? I'm sick of seeing you. And I say, no, I'm joking. Would you tear out a page? And they tear out a page. And the cool thing is, like I said, the page can be initialed. Someone can initial the page, which I think is a really cool detail. Now, the case I typically have closed. And I say, we're going to try something with this piece of paper here. And I bend it in half. And I say, I'm going to tear a small piece out of the middle here. And we're also going to use something out of the card case. So I drop the line. I'm going to tear a small piece out of the middle. So I want people, because at a moment when I'm doing it behind my fingers, slightly concealed, I don't want people thinking I'm doing something suspicious. It's very important that they know what I'm going to do before I do it. So I'm going to tear a small piece out of here. I say, I'm going to tear a small piece out of the middle of this. But I also take a look inside here and make sure there's no ballerina toes or burnt bits of Lego or whatever. So you've got some natural misdirection for someone to be looking inside the case while you're saying silly stuff. And while I'm saying silly stuff behind my fingers, I'm over here and I conceal it as best as I can behind my fingers like this, okay? And I tear down. What I do is, in fact, tear out a larger piece. So there's definitely a difference between the size of this and the size of this, okay? So I've got this clip the whole time. Behind the fingers, I tear out this larger piece. And now all I'm going to do is literally like thumb palm on a coin. I'm going to take this piece and basically put it up into thumb palm, just like that. Just jam it up in there, okay? So it goes from here directly up into a smush thumb palm. We'll put down the little piece on the table like this. Okay, that goes down. This is still concealed behind the hand. Then I just fold this up here and all the work is done. I'm beautifully ahead. Okay, so they never actually see the size of this. This is in thumb palm, so I can easily handle these things. Take this, put it inside the card case, okay? I love a situation, again, where they think the trick, and it's so organic, you're so far ahead. I love the fact that they think the trick is about to begin, but in fact, most of the dirty work has already been done. Now, I can give this to somebody else, and while they're looking at those items, or say, look at the edge, do you see the silhouette, maybe of a world-famous rock and roll star? Do you see the silhouette? Well, I'm saying some crazy crap. What I do is I move this from thumb palm and just get it down into another, and you can do this at your side. It's in thumb palm. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just get it down to a clip. So you're moving it from thumb palm, grab some corner of it in clip. It doesn't really matter which side or which piece or anything. Just try to have it open and get it in clip. That's where you want it, okay? Because that's going to make for that really pretty change. Then you take the piece back, okay? And because it's in clip, you can handle the piece so fairly. I mean, your hand looks so obviously empty. And I say, watch. And I'm here. Now this is not spellbound. This is really just a coin switch going from, I'm going to come over here, and as I come over, I'm going to put it in thumb palm, and then finish by opening my fingers, leaving this there, and just stroking the piece with the tip of my right first finger. So they see this small piece, I come over, and then they see it grow. I love it. It's just so magical, okay? Again, and the left hand is obviously holding only the one piece. You come over, you do that, just the tip of your finger it looks like, and it enlarges, okay? Suddenly it's bigger. Pretty trick in and of itself. Now that's a cool trick. He tore a small piece out of a piece of paper, rubbed his finger, and the piece grew. It's so organic and magical. But the fact that you have this follow-up now, and it's very easy, have some point to the case, which reach inside the case, you won't believe what you find inside the case or whatever, all focus is there. My hand, if I'm at a bar or near a table, all I do with my right hand is bring it to the edge of the table and let the small piece fall on the floor. Okay, it's just a tiny piece of paper. I can handle this real cleanly. Open this up. When they open it up, it's a real mind bender. It's almost like a dream, something dream-like that, you remember upon wakening and has a significance in the dream. But then when you wake up, you go, why the hell was that so significant? And they can see that magically the larger piece now perfectly fits the tear. Now, I'm the first to admit I'm no great actor, okay? I'm no great actor. I have a bit of an emotional range I do with magic and stand-up comedy. I've done some monologues, sort of some autobiographical monologue stuff and some small theater stuff, and a bit of an acting there, but I'm nobody's actor. However, I'm a bit of an actor's student. I find it interesting, the art and science of acting. And Sanford Meisner has a great book for actors, Sanford Meisner. And there's lots you can learn from that as a magician. And one of the lines in there is that the script is the actor's greatest enemy. The script is your enemy. And having read some of his theory around that and thought a bit around it myself, is scripts and tricks have a way. What you want to be doing is use your words to connect with people, to help them to connect with the magic, connect with you, connect with the overall experience. But what can happen? Sorry, I made the mistake of eating gopher earlier today. Go figure. What can happen is that your script can separate you from the audience if you have this detailed script. Here are 4 cards. Once there were 4 princes, one of them had warts. They went to the doctor, and 2 of the jokers decided that the Queen of Hearts must die. If you get too detailed, it comes between you and the audience. So with scripting this kind of thing, it's abstract. Keep it loose, a couple of key lines, maybe some evocative line here or there, and that's it. Don't use the script to hide from people. Don't get your patter down so you actually don't have to connect with people. Also wanted to mention too, in this situation, I definitely have had more than a couple of people say, can you restore the page? I mean, it's such a magic theme, and you can restore the page, right? If you've got another piece of paper balled up in your pocket, you presented the trick on the offbeat. Very easy, putting your cards away, getting out some coins, but very easy to get this in your palm, okay? And even if they don't ask you, but it's nice to wait, even if they don't ask you, very simple to ball this up, right? And just do some sort of a false take, shuttle pass, whatever, and drop it on the bar. Just drop it on at the cafeteria table, whatever. And go south with this, whatever. You can even go and get an invisible magic wand, whatever you want. But you drop this on the table so casually, and then tap it, and then they get the restoration. Okay, so I think that's a really organic. The whole thing's really organic, really loose. Great for a jazz style of magic. So I hope you enjoy that trick. As I always say, thank you so much, and I say it because I mean it. On YouTube, there's a bazillion different things you can look at, but right now, hopefully you're watching me. Thank you for watching, spending time with me. Please subscribe to the channel, click that subscribe button. And if you like a video of mine, if you see it and you really enjoy it, please hit the like button really, really hard, okay? Thank you so much, guys. As always, have a great day. Keep practicing, because Lord knows I am. There's a famous line, sort of a cautionary line in the theater, and that is, I love this line, that's not the line.